Did I leave my computer on? Ooh. Star Wars. What's this?
If you think the baker's better, then you're making a mistake.
The big balloon.
Hello. Hello. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Where's your hat?
Well, see, there was this big diesel and... Well, no more hats. So since my last review, we've had 2 full seasons and 4 or 5, depending on when this video comes out, specials of a new era of the TV show that fans are calling the Renaissance. And for the most part, this seems like a huge change for the better, especially when compared to the dark ages of seasons 8 through 16 or so. Season 17 was extremely well received, despite a few duds here and there, and Season 18 was hailed by fans as being one of the best seasons of the television series to date, classic series included. Season 19, however, has had some mixed reviews, to say the least. Some argue it's experimental and fun, while others say it's too inconsistent and that it contains the worst episodes since Season 16. People have been so divided on this season that it sparked many an argument on Twitter and YouTube, but then again, what doesn't these days, am I right? All the same, it strikes me as being a little odd that with the new writing team in place and ARC's animation getting better and better all the time, that something so divisive could come out of this new regime. This prompted me to ask the question, what's the matter with Season 19? On a straight-up logistical level, Season 19 aired really sporadically, and in fact, at the time of this video's release, still hasn't aired in the UK in its entirety. For the last several seasons, we got most of the episodes in the course of a month or 2, with a few being held for the holidays or for the recent direct-to-DVD releases, such as Spills and Thrills and Dinos and Discoveries. For Season 19, there hasn't been the same sense of unity and grouping we've gotten with the past seasons. I think this puts off a lot of fans because it totally breaks the pattern we're used to. However, recent news has been suggesting that this is the pattern we're going to be getting for the next few seasons, so we'd better get used to it. On a storytelling level, Season 19 has been a lot more experimental than previous seasons, and as a result, a lot of fans think this makes it more of a mixed bag in terms of story quality. I got very strong Railway Series vibes from episodes such as Toad and the Whale, Dart and Den, Very Important Sheep, and Thomas the Babysitter. Episodes like The Truth About Toby, Slow Steve, and Best Engines Ever, and Two Wheels Good stuck out to me as being very reminiscent of the non-Audrey stories of the classic series. Come to think of it, I thought about half of Series 19 was really great. But that being said, there's a lot of episodes that are really not that great. Not bad, but really only okay at best. Helping Hero, Who's Jeffrey, and Reds vs. Blues stuck out to me as being exceptionally mediocre. Nothing all that bad with them, but nothing that really makes them stand out to me. Then, finally, there's a handful of episodes that fans considered to be downright bad. And when I say bad, I mean the worst episodes of the ARC era to date. And I can't say that I really disagree with that assessment. The big 3 for me here are Henry Spots Trouble, Rocky Rescue, and The Other Side of the Mountain. Wait a minute, scratch Other Side of the Mountain off that list. That episode is worth defending, and I'll get back to that a little bit later. In Henry Spots Trouble, Henry is completely out of character and it totally subverts all the growth we saw in Henry's hero. Rocky Rescue, on the other hand, feels like an old Miller-era episode that was stuck into this new series, and on the bad side of the mountain, Other Side of the Mountain has one of the most ridiculous and over-the-top crashes we've seen to date. Before Season 19, I probably would have told you Steamy Stafford or The Lost Puff were the worst episodes of this new CGI series to date, but with the release of these new episodes, Henry Spots Trouble and Rocky Rescue definitely top the charts. Incidentally, there's no episodes from season 18 that even come close to these lows, in my opinion at least. But why should a few bombs offset how fans feel about the season as a whole so much? My theory is this. There's a lot more mediocre episodes in season 19 as a whole, which makes the bad ones stand out a lot more and makes the whole season feel less good. This can actually cause people to forget that there's some really strong and really great episodes mixed into this season. And the last major issue I have with season 19 is that Thomas appears in every single episode. Not only that, he speaks in every single episode. As a matter of fact, this is the first time since season 15 that Thomas has spoken in every episode, and that really bothers a lot of people. While I don't think any of his appearances in season 19 feel as forced or awkward as they did in, say, season 15, there's a lot of times when he just doesn't need to be there, and shows up for no apparent reason. Toad and the Whale, No Help at All, and The Best Engine Ever are 3 episodes in particular where I found his appearance to be incredibly jarring. In these cases, he simply doesn't need to be in the scene, and the 2 lines he says could have easily been delivered by another engine. How cool would it have been if Rosie had said Thomas's lines in Best Engine Ever? That'd be 4 female characters speaking in one episode and would fit the tone of the episode a lot better. All the same, I can't help but wonder if people upstairs at HIT or Mattel or whoever's in charge nowadays requested that Thomas appear more because it was the 70th anniversary of the franchise. For all we know, this could be a one-off season for Thomas, but only time will tell. So is season 19 bad? Certainly not when compared to seasons 8 through 16. It doesn't even come close, but compared to seasons 17 and 18, it really is more of a mixed bag. Is it a desire for more experimentation on part of the writers? Pressure from the people upstairs to crank out more content for the 70th anniversary? Or simply a drier season for story ideas that makes this season such a mixed bag? We can only speculate. The issues fans have with it, while valid in their own right, are extremely minor in comparison to the countless problems facing seasons 8 through 16. And to be completely honest, if one of the biggest complaints about a season is there's too many stories that are experimental and maybe don't pay off, the whole product probably isn't all that bad. And I'd rather have writers trying new things any day than sticking to a simplistic formula that practically pre-writes all of the stories in a season. So whether you loved it or hated it, season 19 is here to stay. So you might as well sit back, enjoy it, and embrace all of its ups and downs. Well, I'm back, and I have a lot to say. Assuming all goes well, you should be seeing me again very soon. For now, I'm the Engine Inspector, and remember, I am literally always right.